The ancient chimneys of the Sistine Chapel exhaled, white smoke billowed, a signal piercing the Roman sky. It was a moment of profound significance, a tradition that has endured for centuries, marking the election of a new pope. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, at the age of 67, ascended to the throne of St. Peter. His journey to this moment had been long and filled with dedication to the Church. The weight of centuries settled upon his shoulders. He was now part of a lineage that stretched back to St. Peter himself, a lineage filled with both triumphs and tribulations. Whispers of change danced on the wind. The air was thick with anticipation and uncertainty, as the faithful and the curious alike pondered what this new papacy would bring. Not all welcomed the news. Among the crowd there were faces marked with concern and apprehension. Traditionalists, their faces etched with concern, vowed resistance. They feared that Tagle's progressive views might steer the Church away from its ancient doctrines. A new chapter in the Catholic Church had begun. The world watched with bated breath, eager to see how this new leader would navigate the challenges ahead. A pastor after the heart of Francis declared Cardinal Blase Cupich a close ally of the former pope. His endorsement was a signal to many that Tagle would continue the path of reform. His words, however, did little to soothe the anxieties of those who saw in Tagle a radical departure, a threat to the Church's ancient doctrines. The tension was palpable. The world watched, holding its breath, as the doors of St. Peter's Basilica swung open, revealing a figure both familiar and unknown. Tagle stepped forward, his expression a blend of humility and determination. The weight of expectation was palpable. The crowd, a sea of faces from all corners of the globe, looked up at him with hope and curiosity. Tagle, his face etched with a mixture of humility and resolve, raised his hand in blessing. It was a gesture that spoke volumes, a promise of guidance and compassion. His voice, when it came, was soft yet steady. It carried the weight of his new responsibility, but also a sense of calm and assurance. "I am a humble servant," he began, "called to lead God's people in a time of great challenge and even greater opportunity." His words resonated with many, offering a vision of hope and renewal. His words, imbued with a quiet strength, echoed across the square, a promise and a challenge. The journey ahead would not be easy, but with faith and unity, it held the potential for profound transformation. The conclave had been swift, a testament to the urgency felt within the Church. The decision was unexpected, yet it carried the weight of divine intervention. Cardinals from across the globe, cloaked in secrecy, had gathered within the hallowed halls of the Vatican. Days turned into nights, the flicker of candlelight casting long shadows on ancient walls, as prayers intermingled with intense debate. The Church, grappling with internal divisions in a rapidly changing world, yearned for guidance, a beacon to lead them through turbulent times. Each ballot, a whispered prayer, carried the weight of history and the hopes of millions. The tension was palpable, the air thick with anticipation, the silence broken only by the rustle of vestments and the soft murmur of Latin prayers. Then, on the fourth ballot, the decisive moment arrived. The required two-thirds majority, a sign of divine inspiration, had been reached. White smoke, the symbol of consensus and hope, unfurled from the chimney, announcing to the world that a new pontiff had been chosen. The ancient ritual had once again brought forth a leader. Bells pealed across Rome, their joyous clamor echoing the anticipation in St. Peter's Square. The long wait was over. From the balcony overlooking the throng, Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, the Dean of the College of Cardinals, appeared. His voice, amplified by loudspeakers, boomed across the square. "Annuntio vobis gaudium magnum, habemus papam," he announced the new pope's chosen name, Francis II. The crowd erupted, a wave of sound washing over the ancient city. The faithful, who had gathered from all corners of the earth, rejoiced in unison. The ascent of a shepherd chosen to guide the flock marked a new chapter in the history of the Church. Luis Antonio Tagle, now Pope Francis II, was no stranger to the world stage. His presence was felt in every corner of the globe, from the bustling streets of Manila to the hallowed halls of the Vatican. Born in Manila, Philippines, his journey had been one of unwavering faith and resilience. Growing up in a city teeming with life and challenges, he learned early on the importance of community and compassion. His deep commitment to social justice was evident in every action he took. Whether he was delivering a speech or interacting with the community, his passion for equality and human dignity shone through. His theological roots ran deep, nourished by the teachings of St. Augustine and the profound insights of the Second Vatican Council. These teachings shaped his worldview and guided his mission. The Second Vatican Council, with its emphasis on renewal and engagement with the modern world, had a lasting impact on him. It inspired him to bridge the gap between tradition and contemporary issues. As Archbishop of Manila, he had witnessed firsthand the plight of the poor and marginalized. The slums of Manila were not just a part of his diocese, they were a part of his heart. His tenure as president of Caritas Internationalis, a global confederation of Catholic relief organizations, had further solidified his reputation as a compassionate shepherd, a voice for the voiceless. Under his leadership, Caritas Internationalis expanded its reach, providing aid and support to countless communities around the world. His efforts were not just about providing relief, but about restoring dignity. His reputation as a compassionate shepherd, a voice for the voiceless, was well earned. He was often seen comforting the needy, offering not just words but tangible support. The Eucharist, he had once said, is not just a ritual but a call to action. It compels us to see the face of Christ in the suffering, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to comfort the afflicted. His words resonated with millions, particularly those yearning for a church that embraced the poor and marginalized. His message was clear: faith without action is empty. To clothe the naked, to comfort the afflicted, these were not just tasks but sacred duties. He believed that every act of kindness was a reflection of divine love. His words resonated with millions, particularly those yearning for a church that embraced the poor and marginalized. His message was clear: faith without action is empty. Those who knew him spoke of his humility, his infectious laugh, and his unwavering commitment to the gospel message of love and compassion. He was a beacon of hope for many. His humility was evident in his interactions with people from all walks of life. Whether he was laughing with children or engaging in serious discussions, his genuine care for others was always apparent. His unwavering commitment to the gospel message of love and compassion was not just preached from the pulpit, but lived out in his daily actions. He was a living testament to the power of faith in action. He's a man of deep prayer and even deeper empathy, remarked Sister Mary John Mananzan, a prominent Filipino Benedictine nun and activist. Her words echoed the sentiments of many who had the privilege of knowing him. His empathy was not just a trait, but a way of life. He understood the struggles of the poor because he had lived among them, shared their joys and sorrows. He understood the struggles of the poor because he had lived among them, shared their joys and sorrows. His life was a testament to the power of solidarity and compassion. Whether sharing a meal with locals or participating in community activities, he was always present, always engaged. His life was a testament to the power of solidarity and compassion. As the first light of dawn breaks, a new chapter begins for the faithful. The journey has been long, the trials many, but hope remains steadfast. With each sunrise there is a promise of renewal, a chance to rebuild and to grow stronger. Every challenge faced has only fortified their resolve. Now, as they stand on the brink of a new day, the question lingers: will this be the dawn that brings the change they have long awaited? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: their faith is unshakable. In the heart of our journey, we find ourselves navigating the tides of tradition. The echoes of the past resonate, guiding us yet challenging us to forge new paths. It's a delicate balance, one that requires wisdom, courage, and a deep understanding of where we've come from. As we lay the foundation for change, we reflect on the pillars that have stood the test of time. These are the cornerstones upon which new ideas will be built. Change is not about discarding the old, but about integrating the valuable lessons learned into a brighter future. The Church, ever evolving, now embraces tomorrow with open arms. It's a place where tradition meets innovation, where the old hymns harmonize with new voices. This is a sanctuary that welcomes progress while honoring its sacred roots. We stand at the threshold of a new era, a time filled with hope and challenge alike. The road ahead is uncertain, yet it is paved with possibilities. With faith as our compass and community as our strength, we march forward, ready to face whatever comes our way. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.